Hi y'all, what's going on? It's Lisa here at Family Foods, and we are on day 10 of the $2 a day. And if you've been following me along, yesterday I made a video on how to eat several meals for free all the time. And I just want to show you what I'm making right now because I'm putting that into practice. Last night I made some Brunswick stew, which is delicious by the way, but I accidentally made it a little too liquidy for the amount of corn and beans and meat and chicken that I had in there. So rather than throwing it away or rather than making, adding a bunch more stuff to it, which I didn't really need to do, I just took the liquid out. I just took a ladle and ladled out a bunch of this liquid, which basically is just barbecue sauce and marinara. By the way, I'm making baked beans, by the way. So I finished off both these that were in the fridge. And some water, so it kind of made it was like a sweet and sour, kind of like a tangy, I don't know. I was thinking I'd do a stuffed cabbage roll because it's kind of like a similar sauce, but my freezer is kind of full at the moment. I don't have a deep freezer anymore, so I thought, why not make some baked beans for the kids? That'd be really tasty. So I had some little white beans in the pantry, and I know a lot of people soak their beans, and I do sometimes, but honestly, I have just been cooking my beans as is for years. It will come out just fine. I do pick through them and rinse them because I think that's a good idea to always kind of wash your food if you can. Make sure there's no rocks in there. But I'm not making a whole lot here. I've got a half a cup of some white beans. And if you didn't have this sauce that I made last night, I'm going to tell you what to do, okay? So I'm going to take a half a cup of these beans, which should yield, I don't know, a cup and a half of beans. They definitely will expand. And then I'm going to put in this sauce here, and I'm going to cook it in the pressure cooker. So if you want to do this at home, all you need to do is mix barbecue sauce and tomato sauce together, okay? You're going to get a great tasting baked bean. So just in a bowl, just take whatever your favorite barbecue sauce is and some store-bought marinara, and just put it in a mixing bowl. Do like I'd say do equal parts and taste it. And if you think it needs a little water, thin it down with a little water. If you like it a little tangier, add a little extra barbecue sauce. You can put a little vinegar, a little mustard, but you guys know what baked beans taste like. And yeah, you'll probably need to add a little water because you want it to be kind of like this, saucy, kind of loose because the beans have to cook in there. And I'm going to put this in there. And I'm going to, let's see, you guys think that's enough beans? I don't want too many. Maybe I'll throw in a couple more. I'm going to throw in a couple more. That's what cooking's about. You're going to cook with your eye. I'm just going to give these a little rinse real quick in my hand. Hopefully not lose them. All right. A few more in the pot. Another tablespoon. All right, lock this baby on, and I'm thinking because these beans are really small, it's probably gonna take 30 minutes. I don't want them to turn to mush, but I'll do 30 minutes, and I'll see what they look like, and we'll give it a taste. We'll see if we made something delicious or we didn't. We'll let the kids taste them. I'll check back with you. Beans are finally done. I think I always soak the beans, so 30 minutes is what it would be if it was already pre-soaked. But since these were completely dry, it ended up taking about an hour and a half. And I had checked them after 30 minutes when I set the timer, and they were completely hard. So I ended up putting in just a little bit more water and letting them go for like another hour. And they are delicious. They smell like baked beans. They taste like baked beans. So I know this is not really so much like a recipe you can completely duplicate because I'm just using up random stuff. But I would say that if you're doing dry like this, I would do a 4th cup of barbecue sauce, 4th cup of marinara sauce, and probably like at least 2 cups of water, and cook them. But yeah, it's all to taste. I tasted this and actually, I wanted a little sweeter. I don't know, I was thinking in the beginning, I'm making barbecue sauce with vinegar and mustard, making some Q. But, yeah, I added a little bit of, I wish I had some honey left, but I didn't have any honey, so I added a little bit of sugar, but maple syrup or molasses or whatever you like to do to sweeten it. Just make it to your taste. That's all it's about. Just make it to your taste. And now I've got some homemade baked beans. I got enough for the girls to have for dinner one night this week. But obviously, you know, make as much as you like. But I got little Avery here. I'm going to have her sample and tell us what she thinks. Avery, she's going to take a little bite and tell us how they are.
Yummy.
Is it good, baby? Thank you, lovey. All right. Homemade baked beans.